The stock is jumping. It's up nearly 15%. Joining us now in an overtime exclusive interview, C3.ai CEO Tom Siebel. Looks to me like it's a beat on the top and bottom. Talk about the guide, Tom, and particularly in the context of consumption. It's a model you switched to a couple quarters ago, and we just heard from Snowflake last night that customers want to take smaller bites. How are you seeing that show up in demand for what you do?
Well, I would say, first of all, John, we had a great quarter in every respect. We switched to a consumption-based pricing model just basically a quarter ago. I think today we're tracking over 290 enterprise opportunities that want to jump on the consumption bandwagon. Our customers, we do it a little bit differently than Snowflake. They tend to start small and just kind of grow into it. And so it's a little bit different model. So we're not seeing that headwind. You will recall that I reported in June, July, and August of last year that we were just seeing bracing headwinds out there in terms of companies kind of bearing down for a recession, slashing expenses, stopping all procurement, sales cycles moving sideways. And I would say that has really changed in the sense that companies are, I'd say they're really quite optimistic. And I think whether there's a recession or not, they're fine with it. They're planning for growth. AI has all of a sudden become king.
Yes.
They want to use AI to save money. And so all of a sudden, we seem to be the name of the game.
And I was talking to you just a couple of weeks ago about how you're planning to integrate OpenAI tools into the interface and what you do. You were talking to me from the UK, I believe. I see you got a deal done over there involving EY recently. I believe you said that that's going live this month. Any impact that you expect on customer adoption, deal flow, customer interest? Because Frank Slootman was just saying last night on his call, it's unclear to him exactly what the business models are around this generative AI stuff, so he doesn't want to get in over his skis.
Well, we're using generative AI in a very unusual way. So basically, our architecture enables us to take immediate advantage of all the innovation that's going on at OpenAI, Microsoft, Google, and others, AWS and others. So whoever is the most advanced on that day, we just plug that into our architecture. And what we have done is we have combined enterprise search. Think of Google user interface with natural language processing, generative AI, reinforcement learning, and kind of normal supervised, unsupervised, and deep learning techniques to fundamentally change the nature of the human-computer interaction model for these enterprise applications. And so rather than have these complex applications that kind of look like a Bloomberg terminal with all kinds of funny keystrokes and menus, the interface for all of our applications going forward, it's just the Google search bar. And you just ask it whatever question you want, and it uses generative AI as part of the solution to deliver the answer, be it about military readiness, supply chain, customer churn, ESG footprint, whatever it may be. So we will be demonstrating this to about, I think, 400 of our customers next week in Boca Raton. As it relates to EY, the vice chairman of EY will be with us in Boca Raton demonstrating their ESG application in front of all of our customers. So there's a lot going on at C3.
Yeah. Tom, I wanted to ask you about a report that was released a couple weeks ago. Spruce Point Capital Management released a report, said strong sell research opinion. Alex Springer actually came on CNBC and commented on C3.ai. Have a listen.
This is a company that frequently pivots its business model to what the best and hottest technology trend is. So if you use the Wayback Machine, first it was C3 Energy during cap and trade. Then it was C3 IoT during Internet of Things. Then it was C3 AI when AI buzz was hot during COVID. And are they going to change the ticker to company C3 GPT? I mean, one can only speculate. But again, this is a company that has a history of promising things that just don't pan out.
All right, that was Ben Axler. I just want to get your response to that.
Well, C3 has a history of exceeding its revenue guidance in each of 8 quarters that it's been a public company. C3.ai has a long history of satisfied customers. I think we're in a very good business. I do read, it's broadly reported in the media that that person you just had on the TV and his company are under investigation by the SEC for stock manipulation, where they go short a stock and then go on TV and say things like that. And so we'll see how that investigation works out for them.